guys.
We're live. We're live at,
Yes.
sorry, like 5:05. It's
Yeah,
my
it's
fault.
alright.
My fault.
Printer
We're late.
issues.
It's a late start.
Yeah.
We have a great guest today. Devin Ilaw from Miss Saigon
Yes.
is here. And I'm Paul Tark.
Andy Lefkowitz.
And we have a lot of news. Of course, it's award season.
Yeah, it sure is.
So we woke up to more nominations.
Yes. So
which
we
enraged me.
oh my goodness. Well, you know, it's just one awards after another, and
Right.
Some shows got left out. And,
This is the last one, though.
Yeah,
before
this is the
Tonys.
last one before the Tonys. So it's the Drama Desk Award nominations we got today.
Yep.
And Hello Dolly leads the pack with 10 nominations, and Come From Away and Anastasia tie for second with 9 nominations apiece.
Okay.
So it's it's pretty.
But Andy.
Yeah.
Andy.
Yeah.
Where are all the people they're missing?
I know.
And the shows that are missing. Okay, so the Drama
Right.
Desk is always interesting because they combine off-Broadway and Broadway.
And off Broadway.
And off.
Yeah.
And if you do a show in your living room, you invite them, they might
might
include
nominate
that too.
you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to me because to put small off-Broadway musicals in the same category with big Broadway musicals, it's difficult to me
balance.
to like weigh them similarly. So a lot of big Broadway musicals were left out and off-Broadway. It's great that they're honoring off-Broadway.
Right.
But Hadestown got nominated, right? And The Lightning Thief also.
Which is great news.
Yeah. So the little shows are up against the big shows,
Yeah.
and so there's not room for a lot of the big Broadway musicals. If you guys are angry about any nominations, go ahead, shout out at us.
Hey, and if you're super happy about any of them,
Sorry,
shout out as well.
I'm being
Come
negative.
on. No,
and
it's
if you're
all right.
super happy, I'm very happy for a lot of the people, for all the people who got nominated. But it's just it's just this
John
time of year.
Brion from Miss Saigon got nominated. How awesome.
Yes, fabulous.
Yes.
But like they forgot people.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just saying.
More nomination
I just,
slots. That's what we need.
Yeah. So so last night Bandstand opened.
Bandstand.
Yeah,
the last musical of the season to open.
And tonight.
And tonight, A Doll's House Part 2, the final show of the season.
The final show. So okay, we got one. Ori said Groundhog Day was robbed. I agree, Ori. Groundhog Day did not. Andy Carl got nominated, but the show did not get nominated, and the writers did not get nominated. Billy is excited that Christy Altomar and Nick Cordero got nominated.
Yes.
Christy Altomar was actually here this morning. I walked in and she was here getting her
makeup
done.
She had just gotten her Drama Desk nomination.
Yeah.
So it was
and I was like,
joy.
hey, you just got nominated. Yes, Alec, Groundhog Day was on the Today Show.
Yes.
Right? Did you watch that?
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah. Outside.
Broadway week on the Today Show.
Yep, it is. Oh, is it actually Broadway week?
It is Broadway
week.
week.
I thought you were just calling it
No,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
They're a different performance every day.
I thought you just said that every day.
Yeah, well, it is Broadway week.
Yeah,
you know,
it's Broadway week.
Yeah.
It's Broadway 6 weeks,
Yeah,
actually.
no kidding.
Was Dear Evan Hansen nominated? So Dear Evan Hansen was eligible last year.
Yeah.
Because it was off-Broadway last year. And fun fact, it was not nominated.
It was not
Last
nominated
year.
for Best Musical.
But-
However, it won the award for Best Lyrics.
But Andy...
I know.
And I tweeted about this. I just want to remind people, this is how crazy the Drama Desk Awards can be. Ben Platt was not nominated last year. Silence. And Dear Evan Hansen was not nominated in the musical category. So I'm just saying, maybe that, I don't know. I'm just saying.
I know.
It's just interesting. It's interesting how shows, but so when a show starts off Broadway and then goes to Broadway, it's not eligible when it gets to Broadway. Yeah. So anyway, what other news? We got some special awards, right?
Yeah. So with the Drama Desk.
Oh yeah, I was talking about what else about the Drama
Well, what
Desk?
were you going to say?
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones is getting a Lifetime Achievement Tony Award, which makes me so happy because not only is he a 2-time Tony Award winner, but his past few appearances on Broadway, he hasn't been nominated for.
Right.
And every time that happens, I'm like, this is James Earl Jones.
You're right. I kind of put that. You're right. I totally forgot about that. Every year it was like, wait a minute. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really cool to see this legend get this kind of recognition.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
and then also Paula Vogel.
Paula Vogel is being honored by the Obie Awards with a Lifetime Achievement Award.
And of course, the Obies are the big off-Broadway.
Yeah.
And off.
Yeah.
Non-Broadway awards. And Paula Vogel has been a staple of off-Broadway, and now she's finally on Broadway with Indecent. So they're honoring her at their ceremony on May 17th.
At Webster Hall.
Yeah, at Webster Hall. And so, can we talk about Unsinkable Molly Brown?
Let's do it, yeah.
This is interesting. Unsinkable Molly Brown was a musical, from like the 60s with Debbie?
Yeah.
No, with, who opened in it? You know who I'm talking about. Oh my God, I'm blanking. She totally
Devin,
Tammy
do you know?
Grimes. Tammy Grimes.
Timmy Grimes.
Tammy Grimes.
Okay. All right.
Tammy Grimes on Broadway, and then Debbie Reynolds did the movie. This musical is it's by Meredith Willson, who wrote The Music Man. Yeah, but this musical hasn't really been revived, and Dick Scanlon, who worked on Thoroughly Modern Millie, and he's been working on this for a long time, sort of reviving and reworking and bringing in new music, and there have been all sorts of readings of this over the years, and Beth Malone starred in it in Denver, I believe.
Directed by Kathleen Marshall.
Yeah, what year? I don't know what year that was.
It was
but
a couple years ago. Yeah.
A few years ago. And then it's just sort of, we've been waiting for it to happen again, and now it's happening where? At the Muni?
At the Muni in St. Louis.
Right, so it's one of the big summer shows.
Right.
And Beth Malone.
Yeah. 20 nominee for Fun
Yes,
Home.
now she's a lot fancier.
Yeah.
So she's starring in it. And now they announced that Justin Guarini's in it, playing Vincenzo, and Kathleen Marshall again. So that's going to be an interesting... Going to be a lot of Broadway people flying out to the Muni, I think, to see that one, because it's a great score. So
totally.
Let's see if there's any comments. Kelly said, "How adorable are you two?"
Oh my goodness! Thank you.
On a scale
Kelly.
of 1 to what? Stephen said, "Dear Evan Hansen is the best thing I've seen on Broadway." Ben Platt and Miss Saigon was so good.
Yes.
I saw it twice when I was there a few weeks ago. Wow. Yes. Agreed.
In other Muni news,
yes.
to jump back in, Ivan Hernandez is going to play Zach in the Muni's production of A Chorus Line this summer.
Oh, fun.
Which is really cool.
Yeah.
And Megan Sikora is going to be in there as Sheila.
Okay, fun.
Yeah, so
do we know who Cassie is? Yeah?
Yes, it's
Sorry, I'm putting on the spot.
Oh my goodness, it is Chicago staple, Chicago the musical, not the city.
Yeah.
And her name is escaping me. So
I should have written better notes.
Yeah, oh man.
I'm sorry. You know who's going to tell us? Jeffrey. Jeffrey will tell us in a minute.
Right.
In the comments over here.
Yeah. But lots of reason to go out to St. Louis this summer.
I also recommend Kate Burton did a roll call. She's currently starring in Present Laughter.
Incredible.
And she's like one of the nicest people ever. And so she came in and did roll call, and that's Bianca Marroquin. Is that who you're talking about?
Bianca.
Is it Bianca?
Oh, thank you, Jacob.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh my
Thank
gosh.
you, Jeffrey and Jacob. We have good
Jacob,
fans.
you should be sitting here.
Jeffrey probably will be someday. Bianca Marroquin is Cassie?
Yes.
Shut up. That's great. Isn't she? She's like back in Chicago now. I think she's about to.
She is.
Yeah, she's fabulous.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. That's awesome.
Sure.
Jen asked, "Were you at Bandstand last night?" I was at Bandstand last night. I was in the second row.
Oh my gosh.
I saw the show early in previews, and I sat in the second row, and that show is so dramatic. Like the end of Act 1 is so dramatic, and Corey Cott is like giving so much, and I was like 6 feet away from him, and it was kind of incredible to sit so close. And then I was at the party, and then I was at the after party.
Oh my goodness.
And I got home late.
And then
Bandstand, the last musical.
So there you go, right?
Yeah. But we have great photos up. Matt Rodin, okay, I just want to give a little teaser. Matt Rodin did a hilarious red carpet challenge, because what he did was he asked everybody about different jazz terms, like there were fun jazz age terms that don't really make any sense when you hear them, or they sound dirty, one or the other. He asked everybody what they thought these terms meant.
Right.
And the funniest part is that Andy Blankenbuehler, the director choreographer of Bandstand, he took every term and did interpretive dance to it.
It's unreal.
You're gonna die.
You have to see
I mean,
this.
like, you just have to go watch this video. It's gonna be up any minute, and you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think that. Oh, and also we have a date for Broadway Bark.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. What was the date?
And
what's the date? You
I
wrote
put
it
it on
down.
a fantastic post-it.
There
Here
it
we
is.
go. July 8th, July 8th, 2017 in Schubert Alley.
Oh my God. Go adopt a puppy.
Yeah, Broadway stars show off adorable puppies that are up for adoption.
Speaking of Broadway Barks, Bernadette Peters has been thank you, Bernadette Peters, for being a highlight of the Red Carpet Challenge all season. Because she's always on the red carpet, and she's always fun, and she's always game.
She's having a blast.
And we love her. So July 8th, get ready. So that means now get a crate, get the blankets, start to think about, get emotionally ready to go home all the time, and get a dog on July 8th.
Come on.
Get a dog. Okay.
All right, but we have Devin here.
Yes, thank you so much,
Thanks,
Andy.
guys, you bet.
Have a good weekend. Is it the weekend yet? No. It feels like the weekend. Devin Ilaw. I don't have my clapper thing. How you doing?
I'm good. Can we talk about something first?
Oh my
since
God.
you just brought it up.
Whatever agenda you want.
Oh my God, this is my
your
agenda.
show.
Let's talk about the Isabel Stevenson Tony Award for Bjork Lee for all her
Oh yeah.
that's huge.
We've talked about that before.
Oh my God.
Bjork Lee is epic. Have you ever worked with her?
Yes.
She's the original Connie. We talked about this, and she directed The Last Chorus Line.
Yes.
And she's really sort of carried on Michael Bennett's work.
And let's talk about her doing Turkey Lurkey
Turkey Lurkey Time.
Can we please?
You're right. You know what? I said the important. I buried the lead. I buried the lead. Turkey Lurkey Time.
Yes.
So wait, what have you done with her?
Okay, so she started the National Asian Artist Project, and her second musical that she did was Carousel, and I got to be Billy Bigelow at Playwrights Horizons with her.
That's my favorite show, favorite role.
That was awesome.
Oh my
It was awesome.
God.
I never thought I'd have the opportunity.
Where'd you
to
do that?
It was at Playwrights Horizons.
Oh my God, is there any video?
Somewhere there was a video of me forgetting the words to a song.
It's a soliloquy? Did you forget the words to
No,
soliloquy?
not that one. What's the is there a blow high, blow low song? Oh my God, I have it.
That's that's the least important song.
I was like,
blow high, blow low. Yeah, no. That one, you know what? If you're going to cut one song from my favorite musical, you can cut that one.
Right.
But, hi.
So anyway, hi.
How you doing? Thanks for coming by.
Great.
How's life on Broadway? You're all shaky.
Oh man, it's awesome.
Yeah?
It's awesome. I love my job.
So you are playing
great.
who?
I played Tui.
How do you say it?
Tui.
Tui.
Yes.
Tui.
Yes.
Isn't that a character in something else spelled differently? Tui. Isn't it like? I'm thinking like Audrey 2 in Little Shop. don't they call Audrey 2 Tui at one point?
I mean,
I feel like they do. Anyway,
me a plant,
Tui is a very important role in Miss Saigon. Very dramatic.
Oh, so dramatic.
So much drama.
So much drama.
And you
so much depth.
And you played this role before.
I have.
What's your history? Tell me your history.
Oh God, I played it when I was 18 years old at West Virginia Public Theater, summer stock, and then I did it maybe 3 more times after that regionally.
Okay.
And then here we are.
And this is the big times.
Time later.
So what was it like auditioning for this and getting this and?
This
is Broadway, man. And you're at the Broadway Theater.
It was insane. I'm not gonna lie. So they were I was doing Les Mis at the time, and I'd heard that they were having auditions for Miss Saigon, and I keep thinking to myself, oh crap, do I suck at my job because I haven't gotten an audition for Miss Saigon yet? Do they not like me? And finally, I got an audition in April, and then I just had a call back.
It's the same director, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a call back the same week,
producer,
a couple days later, and then I got a call the next morning.
See that?
Yeah, it was
you
kind of
secreted it.
insane.
You were like, wait a minute, Miss Saigon, Tui, hello, I did it, I've done it, I know the words.
Although it's so different. Oh, I didn't know the words.
You didn't know the words?
In that final callback.
You screwed that one up,
I was
too?
singing the stuff that I knew. There's new words.
Okay,
and then Cameron McIntosh sort of leaned forward and said, can you do the whole show? And I was like, oh, God, I don't know the new words. And he goes, just what you know. And I was like, okay.
Wow.
And then I just sort of did it, all by myself.
Is he that intimidating? You make it sound like scary.
Yeah, he's totally intimidating.
It's Cameron McIntosh. I mean, he's an icon.
I was like, thank you for the job that I currently have. And I feel like he was like, what job do you currently have? I'm like, I'm in Les Mis.
I'm in Les Mis.
No,
did you ever go on as Marius in Les Mis?
I did.
Yeah?
I did. I went on a handful of times on Broadway, and I closed the national tour as Marius.
Cool.
Too. So
awesome.
Yeah, an old favorite.
That's fun. Look at you playing all the iconic musicals.
Oh yeah, you know me. It seems like I can totally get every sad, depressing, probably gonna die musical. So my mom said to me in opening night, "Can you do a musical where you don't die?" And I was just like, "Mom, I may not get cast."
Right.
That's my jam.
Right. Wait, am I making this up? Are you from Bayonne?
I am from Bayonne.
Bayonne. I love saying
right across the river.
I say Bayonne. You know why I say it like that?
Why?
Well, because all the people that live there do. But
okay.
Tammy Blanchard, you know Tammy Blanchard?
I know of her.
She's from Bayonne.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
and Tammy Blanchard was like, that's how she says it. And hi, Tammy. How you doing? Anyway, Bayonne, New Jersey is not far.
No.
So you grew up close.
I grew up there, but when I was kindergarten, we moved up to Sussex County. So I grew up in Action Might Die Park.
Okay,
Yeah.
Cool. And when did you get on stage? How'd that happen?
I started as a classical pianist and then started singing when I was in high school. Got into doing musicals there, and then I just decided I wanted to be an actor.
Wow.
First, I lied to my parents and told them I was going to be a lawyer. But in reality, it was simply because I liked Ally McBeal, and I felt like I would be like John and release frogs in the courtroom. And then I was like, you know what, Devin? That is not being a lawyer. That's really just performing.
Oh my God.
So here I am.
That's hilarious. Are we still on? We are? Okay. Oh, yeah, we are. Okay. And when did you hit the gym? When did you start going to the gym? Because you look very pumped.
Oh, thank you.
No, you just look like you're like very. And I always wondered, were you like at the gym when you were like 12? Or?
No, I actually didn't really start going until like seriously, probably like a few years ago.
Oh.
Yeah. While I was on tour with Les Mis, one of my cast members, Richard Barth, entered a half marathon, and I was like, I kind of want to do that. That's when I first started really
inspiration from castmates.
Yeah, and I ran a half marathon on that Sunday with some of my cast members, and then we did 2 shows right afterwards.
Wow.
I literally almost fell off the barricade. It's good times.
Did you ever fall off the barricade?
Oh my God.
Was that like a thing?
Probably. I mean, it's dark. There's a lot of fog. You're emotional. You just
Yeah.
don't know.
Oh, this is interesting. Elise said, what do you think would happen if Marius met Tui? Well, they'd fall in love.
Oh, God. Well, you know, Marius is such a wimp.
I don't know how they would meet.
How would they meet?
I don't know. And I can't even imagine the context.
And would it be me as Marius? Because, you know.
You'd be both. I don't know.
What language would they be speaking? Probably French.
Interesting.
Vietnam,
Interesting. Yeah, maybe. Do you have any dream roles that aren't like 80s mega musicals? Is there anything like...
You know, I like to say that it hasn't been written yet because I love creating stuff. But I would love to be like in Hunchback of Notre Dame one day. I feel like I could be a really cool Quasi.
Awesome.
Try to find something in that.
Yeah, cool. What's the vibe like backstage? What are the cast of Miss Saigon like? We actually just did a photo shoot with a lot of the ensemble guys. Matt Murphy. That's coming
awesome.
up. That's coming up soon.
It's so funny. I was talking.
We painted glitter on them.
I know they look.
You heard?
They look great.
Yeah, you saw. Oh, yeah, I'm sure
I
it's
wish
all
they
very
showed up
Instagram.
to the show like that.
Oh, right, glitter everywhere.
I was telling Caitlin earlier. You know, in a really depthful show like Saigon, we're really, it's a bunch of class clowns.
Yeah.
A bunch of jackasses backstage. It's a lot of fun. Lots of food, lots of snacks. There's always there's cookies and there's a rice cooker in the men's dressing room. We like to eat. We're doing an Asian show.
I don't think you're hitting the smackeries though.
Oh,
Well, you're just drinking like green drinks all the time.
I love
and hitting the gym.
smackeries. Oh my God.
Really?
Oh, and noodle bars. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right.
Sweets, cakes. Come on.
If you say so. But even Obazana, she's so much fun. She did the vlog, and
she's awesome.
And she's sort of like, and when you say about like it's so serious on stage than off stage, and you think about like what she's like on stage versus off stage, you know, it's so different. Mm-hmm. What's it like to be in the show is so big and it's so dramatic and it's so like beautiful and the lighting and the sets. What's it like to actually be up there and to be doing your Tui?
You know, there's a lot of moments where.
So glad I learned how to say it finally.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Even me, I was like, it's not Tui.
Right, I know, Tui. I can say it now. I love it.
It's kind of amazing. I mean, it happened to me all the time while I was in Les Mis, where we would go out and do like One Day More especially, and I'd walk out and I'm like, wow, this is really awesome.
Yeah, that's
it's kind of cool. And there's loads of those moments in Saigon, loads of them. And thinking about, I saw this show in the same theater in '99 when I was in 8th grade. So coming back and knowing that there might be like a kid sitting up there in the same exact seat that I was in who might be doing this one day. Mm-hmm. So it's like, it makes you feel like you're part of a huge legacy. It's really cool.
Absolutely.
Not to mention, I mean, everyone can really sing. Like, it's an awesome company. So surrounded by that sound all the time is really kind of inspiring every single day, every single performance.
Everyone that works at Bravo.com is an amazing singer too, and I'm always surrounded by music here. Mm-hmm. Not true.
Silence.
Not true, but I'm jealous of you. Alec is asking, they always want to know about things like this.
Yes.
Any onstage mishaps at Miss Saigon? Do things go wrong, or is it such a machine?
Yes. Oh, but it's a spoiler.
Oh, okay, don't say it.
Let's just say I have a very cool entrance in Act 2 that almost did not happen one night. And I was like, where am I? And I don't control where I actually am on stage. And I was like, I'm not on yet. So I just started singing.
Oh, yeah, you just start singing wherever you are.
My voice sort of just comes out from the ether. That happens.
Somebody thinks you should play Quasimodo. I think you'd be a great Quasimodo.
Thank you. Somebody cast me one day.
What's the most challenging part about performing in Les Mis? What about that show was most challenging? What were your actual roles when you first went in?
You know, did you ever have Arbender Robinson here?
No. Who? No.
Like 13 Broadway shows. I replaced him, so it was awesome.
Wait, what's his name?
Arbender Robinson. He just finished, what was that circle? In Transit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so...
Come in whenever you want.
I replaced Arbender in Les Mis, so I did I was Montparnasse.
I love the names.
A long scar right across here. I was Baharel, the student, and I was the constable in the very beginning.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, got to throw Alfie Boe across the stage. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
You got to throw Alfie Boe.
Yeah. The hardest thing about being in Les Mis was, I would say, like, emotionally, and this is so actory, but losing a fighting battle every night.
That's interesting.
That's why maybe we were always like a bunch of, tricksters with each other, because you got to bring back the levity.
I never really thought about that.
It's kind of hard.
You're right, yeah.
But also, it's a huge singing show, too, so you got to learn how to pace yourself in that show. That and Saigon, both of them.
Wendy said Tui's my favorite character in Miss Saigon. There you go.
Wendy, I love
Always
you.
feel he's misunderstood and trying to stay true to his upbringing.
Yes. Very
Hello.
true. Very true.
That's true.
Yeah, and that's what we try to bring across so much in our show. So much of like real Vietnamese culture. We have Vietnamese cast members that really have taught us a lot of the language too. Plus, I got to go to Vietnam to do research.
Oh, yeah?
Before I started rehearsals.
Awesome.
I went backpacking, spent time on a farm, climbed through the tunnels that the Viet Cong.
Were you in character as Tui? Were you like, I'm Tui today? And
No, I had my iPhone on and I was taking videos of myself under the tunnel, like, oh my God, it's 92 degrees and it's so freaking hot, but I'm underneath in a tunnel.
Okay. That's awesome. I just love that score so much, and people love that score so much. And why isn't it a movie yet?
Well, they did film the...
No, I know, but don't you think there needs to be a big... I know Cameron McIntosh has been trying to make this for years. There needs to be a Miss Saigon movie.
I think so, too, and I think this would be the right time politically for it as well.
Interesting, right.
And... yeah, I think the show would work really well as a movie. I think there are things that you could do, like it's written for the right medium.
Yeah.
And the score would be epic with a huge, symphonic orchestra.
Yeah. Maybe you can be in it.
I would love that.
Let's do that. Make a movie of Miss Saigon with this guy.
Please.
So you're at the Broadway Theater.
The Broadway
not
Theater.
a Broadway Theater.
No, the Broadway Theater.
This is like the theater. This is the one. It's enormous. And it's beautiful. It's all red and gorgeous.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, it's good. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thanks
Everyone,
for
you need to go see Miss Saigon.
Please do.
Honestly, even if you think you know what, I saw that years ago, you have to. This new production is stunning.
It's so different.
It's so good. The cast is
great.
amazing,
Yeah.
and you are going to love it.
Come see Miss Saigon.
Yay. Okay, and we'll be back tomorrow with another awesome guest on Live at 5. Bye.